What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here. Hope you're having a good day and welcome back to another edition of the world's first. Of course, if you're still enjoying the series, please go and hit that like button. Now today we got ourselves a couple of matchups in Middlesbrough and Yeovil Town, but of course before we get to that, we must go over how we've been faring in the league up to this point, see where we are in the standings as we're getting down to the nitty gritty. 8 matches left to go in this season, and will we be in the playoff hunt at the end of the season? Let's take a look at the results. So since our last dismal double live com with losses to Barrow and MK Dons, we put together a string of respectable results, 3 wins, 4 draws, and 1 loss. Great to see that we picked it right back up versus Preston. Honestly, got a little bit lucky here with a penalty kick to Matthew Lynch, but that really was the decider. Beasley and Ali Bassett also getting goals for us, getting us the 3 points on this day. But then we followed that up with 2 disappointing 1-1 draws to both Hartlepool and Fleetwood. Hartlepool more disappointing than Fleetwood since they're sitting near the bottom. We were able to come away with an Andy Beasley goal in the second half to knot up at 1 apiece, able to come away with points there. But then against Fleetwood, we got off to the great start. Andy Beasley once again, but then with 8 minutes to go, Fleetwood knotting it up and stealing points away from us. That's okay, because we then had another pair of results ending the same. 2-1 victories, actually, against Oxford and Crawley Town. Beadling and Beasley getting the goals here, and then Steele and Beasley once again against Crawley. As you can see, there's a little bit of a pattern here. Andy Beasley starting to come into his own as a striker. We then followed that up, unfortunately, losing to Notts County. It wasn't a great offensive day, as you could tell. We only getting 1 goal, but defensively, we just didn't clear the ball when we should have, allowing Notts County to take advantage of us and getting the win on this day. But then we followed that up with 2 straight draws. Again, a 1-1 draw to Swindon, where Matthew Lynch getting the goal late, thought that was the eventual game winner, but then Swindon in the 3rd minute of stoppage time getting it back. Another case of the defense just tiring and not finishing out matches, allowing these results to happen. It's really unfortunate. We need to get better with that. And then against Oldham, we got a man sent off in Jack Steele. We were able to push into the lead late in the game after we got reduced to 10 men. But then once again, in stoppage time, the opposition was able to take advantage of our defense, our very tired defense, and was able to score an equalizer, thus once again stealing points away from us. So as you can see right here, at the very least, we have had 4 points stolen from us late in matches. We probably could be 4 points higher than where we are right now because we're still in first place with 10 matches to go. We had 65 points through 36 matches. We're 2 points clear of Colchester and Yeovil, but as you can see, the gap between us and the bottom of the playoffs is starting to slim down. We are now 10 points clear of that 6th place spot, and really, like I said at the very beginning of the season, playoffs were the minimum goal for us this season. But as you can see, the longer we stay in the automatic promotion spots, the more confidence that I have that we can stay up there and get ourselves automatic promotion if we don't win the league, then coming in 2nd place. But as you can see, Middlesbrough not having a fun time in the league. That should be an easy 3 points. I say that, knock on wood, hopefully it is. And then our date with Destiny versus Yeovil Town, our last true tough test for this season. Hopefully we can come away with a win there. So this is what we're going to roll with versus Middlesbrough. We're actually going to give Cameron McCullough a start net because he's been begging for first team football, so might as well throw him against the Minnows. Along the back line, Baba, Rowley, Angel, and Friars. The mid 4 will consist of Amena, Bassett, Lester, and Kelly. And sitting up front, Matthew Lynch and Andy Beasley, the 2 main guys for this season. Yeah, I know, they're also loanees, but they've been helping us out a lot up front. Hopefully they can do some more good today, but let's kick off and see what happens. 27 minutes on, it already feels like it's going to be a very ticky-tack game. We've been getting called for a lot of fouls. As you can see, a couple of yellow cards on us already, and really, the passing has been poor as well. We haven't been doing well enough to get any attacks, getting any attacks set up. It's clear to me that us trying to do a long ball versus Middlesbrough is not doing the job. Jesus Christ, off the crossbar, but it was offside anyway. 3 minutes of stoppage time left to go in this half. Now the passing's starting to come through. Beasley to Lynch. Was he onside, ref? There you go. Matthew Lynch breaking the deadlock with 3 minutes to go. It's his 15th goal of the season. It's 1-0 to Sheffield. So we slow the pace down, we go to a more controlling style tactic instead of counterattack, be more deliberate with our actions, and this is what comes of it. Great passing, great goal, great lead. But at the same time, 5 yellow cards at the half is absolutely unacceptable, and Liam Angel got this all started to begin with, getting his in the 2nd minute. So he is going to be coming out. We're going to put Jeremy Arthur on that back line replacing him. Honestly, I don't know who else I should sub out because, let's be honest here, I don't want to see a 2nd yellow. I don't want to see us down to 10 men and then have Middlesbrough storm back like I think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to make this 1 sub for now. Hopefully it goes well enough. Maybe we can get a 2nd goal, and then I can start subbing out the rest of the yellow carders. So let's go back out there and see what happens. Absolutely not much to say in terms of this 2nd half. No highlights so far, and we're 15 minutes left to play. Now I say that, and 2 minutes later there is now a highlight, and we've already had 2 more yellow cards in this half, and guess what? Jeremy Arthur's going to get himself a 2nd yellow card. I've made all 3 of my subs, and we're going to be down to 10 men for the remainder of this game. Jeremy Arthur was that sub. He was that sub that I brought on. And then in the space of 32 minutes, he gets 2 yellow cards and is sent off. And we're going to have to play something like this just to try and hold it down. We're going to have an anchor man, and we're going to have a ball-winning mid. This is what we're going to have to do. We're just going to have to play defensive for the last 13 minutes and hope Middlesbrough don't score. 8 minutes left to go. Ball over the top. Tuamena taking it to the byline. Crosses it into Sam Kelly. You could just cross it back in. Sam. Oh, Sam had so many chances to pass it back into the middle to the 2 red shirts. 15 seconds left. That was a really poor corner, but we're able to escape versus Middlesbrough, and that's something I should not have had to have said. Should not have been this difficult. I don't care if some people are confused, demotivated. Honestly, I don't care. Should have had this as an easy win. Let's go now to the toughest match of this last stretch. It's Yeovil Town, and let's take a look at the lineup. This match is going to be kind of rough because we have 3 suspensions and an injury. Of course, Stuart Rennie's still out nursing that injury, a long-term injury for him. We also have Jeremy Arthur, Liam Angel, and Jack Steele suspended. 2 out of those 3 are center backs, so lucky us. And then we also have a winger in Jack Steele, also suspended, and Jean Amena, also tired. So that means I can't really use my wingers. And if I try to play Sam Kelly and Dave Jones, that would just be a complete another crap show. So we're going to go and risk it on a 4-3-3. If we lose, we still could possibly be in first place, if not second. Actually, second would be the worst. So we're going to try 4-3-3 and see how we do versus Yeovil. How we're going to line up today is this. Jack Bonham's back in net. Marsh Brown, Beedling, Rowley, and Friars along the back line. Our 3 middles will be Dusab, Winstanley, and Lester. And there are 3 strikers up front, Lynch, Bassett, and Anthony Steer. Now, I know 4-3-3, that is going to leave us open extremely in the middle of the park. We just need to do well to try and quell any sort of attack that Yeovil will bring on us. So let's just hope for the best at this point. So let's kick off and see what happens. Corner kick early on. Lester gets it out to Steer, who's at the top of the D. If he can just find a way around a man, he does! Oh, and just past Nolan, he fires it into the left corner, and it's 1-0 to Sheffield after just 2 minutes. A lucky start, but I'll take it. Tripping up over words, I'm so excited. I honestly didn't think Steer would have popped it from about 16 yards out, and gets it past everyone, past the goalkeeper, and it's 1-0. A lovely free kick from Yeovil, but we do well to clear the danger. Steer is taking it to the wing. He is not a crosser, but does it anyway. And in the span of 4.5 minutes, it's 2-0 to Sheffield. Where is this offense coming from, and why didn't it happen earlier? I mean, what a great ball down the wing. Like I said, Steer, he's an out-and-out striker. He's not a crosser, but he finds a way to pick out Matthew Lynch running into the box and gets it past the goalkeeper. It's 2-0 to the good. And after that opening flurry, there was absolutely nothing for the rest of the first half. We have taken 9 shots, 3 of them being on target, unfortunately. Of course, 2 of them being goals. We have only held Yeovil to 2 shots in general. So the defense is holding it down very well, but now we probably need to bag 1 more just so I can feel comfortable with this match. I'm not going to tell them to change up anything. Just go back out for the second 45 and come away with a win. 60 minutes gone, and we get ourselves a first highlight of the second half. It's a corner kick. It's almost identical to the first goal. Steer taking him all himself, but cannot replicate his first shot. It's saved by the goalkeeper, Richards. A very poor pass out of the back. Now Yeovil with 11 minutes to go, having some sort of attack. They get the ball out to Edwards on the right. If he slings it across, we're screwed, and there it is. He gets it to Diallo, and Yeovil are right back into this match. It's now 2-1. With 11 minutes to go. Like I said, Edwards just taking us all the way down to the byline. And if there was nobody marking that side, they could have easily scored. And that's exactly what they did. Great cross, great finish. And now we need to tighten up. 3 minutes of stoppage time on the clock, almost all the way gone, 30 seconds left. Look at the stats to the right. We've had 19 shots, 6 of them unfortunately on target. Would have liked to have had more, but at the end of the day, it was that flurry in the first 5 minutes, which is what's going to do it here today. Marsh Brown loses it out, but with 5 minutes left, the ref's not going to give Yeovil any time to do anything, and there it is, full time. Yeovil 1, Sheffield 2, as we come away with the victory and the 3 points, using the very experimental 4-3-3 to get the job done. And with that win combined with other results around the ground, we're actually up top by 5 points. With 8 matches left to go in the season, let's take a look and see what those remaining matches will be and when we'll be coming back. So this is what the final 8 matches looks like for the season. Of course, we're going to be live comming the last 2 matches, that being Barnsley and Crewe, but the run up to that, Wickham, Bristol City, Carlisle, Chesterfield, Walsall, and Coventry. More teams that are sitting in the bottom half of the table than the top half. So honestly, I feel like we should be getting favorable results. It's football, though. The results can be screwy, and we might not be able to clinch before the live com. That is also a possibility, but I'm not expecting it to be done until next episode. And of course, I'm not going to launch the fireworks or drink the champagne up until that final whistle is blown. So hopefully we get ourselves into a position that we could be in the automatic promotion spots. But we'll see next episode. So until that time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Of course, if you liked what you saw, smash that like button. Lets me know if you're still interested in the series. And of course, subscribe if you're new and you like what you see. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else at all, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.